insult us. And
I just
how do you get 2 channels down in 1 second with no strikes? How?
it's
How?
it's actually crazy that he expects anyone
How?
to believe any of what he's selling.
We
It really is. No one does. No one believes him. That's the
buddy.
thing.
Yeah, of
No
course.
one
I wonder, was his purpose to be believed? I mean, obviously, if he did it, he doesn't want to draw additional heat. He's going to deny it, right? Plausible deniability. But it seems like his goal was to ban your fucking channel, which is exactly what he did. So mission accomplished. Now later on, you try damage control, but he's like, does he expect anyone to believe him? And blah blah blah. It's just cope. Like, I don't think Jeremy gives a shit.
And no
believes
one
him.
should, obviously.
And I genuinely have faith that regardless of our actions here, this is going to resolve itself in our favor. I really genuinely believe
Yeah.
that.
It doesn't sound like you do. Sounds like you're really, really mad. And like I said, the mask keeps slipping, so you have to keep like reapplying makeup.
Because I've seen this sort of situation play itself out many, many times before, and it never works out for
Yeah, but we've also seen people get their channel banned and then they're just fucking gone. As much as Kick and Rumble and Gab and you have all these other alternatives, a lot of times people won't switch their preference. So if you watch a lot of Twitch or you watch a lot of YouTube, like Dr. Disrespect is a great example. Even if he switches platforms, if you're used to going to YouTube every day, even though you're a huge fan of Dr. Disrespect, if he switches platforms, it takes a lot to get somebody to change their behavior for one content creator. And I don't think too many people are going to give too much of a shit if they're a big YouTube fan. And every time there's a new Kino Casino clip, they'll watch it. But if it's not there, after a couple of days, after a couple of weeks, when this thing dies down, no one's going to give a shit anymore. And he's like, we've seen this thing play out 1,000 times. It's not going to work out for you. If you don't get your channel restored, it's not going to work out for you either. And we have seen that 1,000 times.
the deplatformer. It never works out for this person. They always get their shit pushed in bad.
Oh yeah. And we're not stopping. This fired me up to keep going. Like, well, I'm like, do we do more shows a week now?
You see that? You see what he just said? How they I don't get it, man. It's like they keep remembering to like be the victim, but then I don't know if it's ADD generation or what the deal is. He's like, this is gonna motivate me to push even harder than I was before. We're gonna do even more fucking channels. But we're not harassing anybody. We're not harassing them. We have no control over it. But I'm going to, by God, now that I'm pissed, I'm going to fucking ramp it up to overdrive. Like, what do you mean? You have no control over your audience. You have no, yeah, it's just bullshit.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid.
Wireless can feel like a world of surprises. Don't fall for the trap. Get a fresh start.
We do more a week?
So here we have D-Day Cobra weighing in on the situation.
Love
We
this
have
guy.
two separate clips of Good Jer, we call him here, Jeremy Prime, D-Day Cobra weighing in on the situation.
Yep, here we go.
Quartering defends cuties. Is that a thing? I haven't heard that one
Whoa.
yet. But
He did defend the movie Cuties.
Whoa, buddy. He did. Holy.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad take.
you never know. The internet's a wild and crazy place.
No, he literally
for subs to
did.
felt the quartering. Whoa, buddy. Yeah, look, I'm not that whole thing right now. When Mundane Matt is dunking on you on Twitter, holy shit, bro. Like sometimes it's just best to just turn off just get off Twitter, bro. Like, just understand that sometimes we get wrapped up in the social media world so much, and it's just like, get off of Twitter, bro. Twitter's a shit show.
It's good advice.
So quartering needs to understand you are way wrapped up in Twitter, and you need to understand when to step back. And I'm watching this whole thing play out.
None of the stuff that we were doing is real. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're making jokes, we're making criticisms towards Jeremy Hambley, towards his content, towards his infidelity towards his wife, towards him having a bull who's his friend of 10 years, coming over to his house to party in his hot tub with his big tittied wife.
Okay, who's partying in your hot tub? When was the last time you saw some titties besides your own?
As Jer said, But none of this is actually like taking away his livelihood, his ability to pay his bills, his voice on the internet, his ability to speak freely. None of it is actually harassing his wife or trying to have people fuck with him in real life.
What are you talking about? Like, yeah, we criticize him and his content. We talk shit about him and the relationship he has with his wife and his friends, and we make insinuations, but none of that really leads to harassment. We don't really consider that harassment. We're not trying to like hurt his business or anything. Bullshit. If you hurt his brand, if you make a mockery of him, if your shit goes viral or whatever, because you don't actually create your own fucking content, you wait till everybody else sticks their neck out, and then you dogpile on him. Come on, guys, let's all join in the mockery. I didn't do it. I'm just having a good time. Like, yeah, well, have a good time somewhere else.
Or take away what he has. He decided, because of people making jokes and criticisms about him, that he was going to take everything that we have.
But he didn't take everything you had, right? Because you said it wasn't your channel. You didn't even get paid through that channel. So once again, it's like they do this like, oh, this is the end of the world. I can't believe he did this to us. Like, it's the most dastardly thing ever. Like, you broke the one sacred rule. But, it didn't affect us at all. I mean, we're just rolling with the punches. Ha, ha, ha. Right, guys? Everybody's having a good time. But this is such a disgusting, horrible thing to do to us. Ugh. So, like, which one is it?
That's what he decided the correct proportional response was.
Yeah.
And no one's on side with that, Jerry.
Well, what's the correct proportional response, PPP? You go after his wife. So what is he supposed to do? Go after your girlfriend? You go after what he cares about. And that's the old troll thing, right? If the guy says, oh, don't make fun of my nose. Or who was the guy, Leafy, his weak chin? Apparently that bothered him. So when iDubbbz went after his chin, it was like, once you find out what bothers somebody, they target it. That's why they're like, hey, don't ever let the internet know what bothers you, because then as soon as you let it get to you, they go after you, right? Well, the quartering said, don't go after my wife. Like, I don't want to play this game. Come after me all you want. Don't go after what I care about. And they're like, oh, buddy, oh, now that we know what he cares about, well, guess what, Ashton? Guess what you care about? Your little fucking clip show. And he went after it. And you got fucking cucked yourself by Jeremy fucking Hambly, too. The guy you talk shit about, the guy you make fun of, the cuck, the loser, the fat drunk. He just fucking owned you in 2 seconds. He said he was going to, too. With like a fucking email, with a tweet, with a text. He just blew up your whole fucking channel. It's gone.
Here, no one's on board with it.
By the way, can I just add this? On entertainment worldwide, on X, we are the most posted about thing on Twitter right now. Above MAGA influencers split over Israel and U.S. foreign policy. That's right. This story is above what the political news is right now. Jer.
Oh, and
Okay. So it's trending right now. And that's why people like Nerdrotic and stuff are talking about it, because they're also content farmers. That's not a crack on them. That's just kind of how they get their content, right? What's going on in the news, what's trending. So they're not siding with you, but people are commenting and they're taking an easy take. Nobody likes people flagging and getting content taken down. I'm not saying that I promote that or I'm okay with that or whatever. I'm just saying these guys are fucking hypocrites, and they fucked around and found out, and they will not acknowledge that. They want Jeremy to apologize. Oh, you've made this big mistake, but Jeremy's channel is still up. He's still selling his coffee and he's still married. You're the one that got fucked. So you're the one that needs to kind of reassess what's going on. And these people, are making comments and saying, hey, take a break from the internet. You're spurging out, Jeremy. You shouldn't be flagging people. You shouldn't be threatening people. But they're only commenting it not to run to the aid of Kino Casino and Andy Warski. It's just because this is the trending topic. Andy just told us.
I'm like, holy fuck, man. It is crazy. how bad it's getting for him. Cobra, I know you don't want to be involved in the drama, but PPP is tearing the quartering a new one right now. Suffer bad, Jer. I mean, no, you know me, I'm not involved with that, but I will be catching up on the latest episode of Kino Casino. I mean, ultimately, you know, quartering is doing this to himself. He's digging his own grave with all of this, all the responding. The number one thing you can't do is the moment that you, and again, this is me, my take on this is that the moment that you believe that you're smarter than the internet is the moment the internet will humble you
100%, just like it humbled PPP.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody is smarter than the
humbled.
internet.
Oh,
Bold.
Oh.
Continue.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays for those who love family resorts and for those who do not.
There's really not too much of a difference between Hambly
Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com
and PPP Kino
Yeah.
Casino. I know they like to
I wrote
try
a
to make a
podcast
difference,
solo.
try to
No
make a
producer,
distinction.
no editor,
but
no
it's
tech
really a
skills,
thin
just
line.
Riverside.
Nobody.
by the way,
You respect the internet. The internet is made to laugh at people, to meme on people, and to roast people.
Ash, Junior King paused his quartering video and released something else. I wonder why he had to extend his editing process.
Oh, I wonder why.
I wonder why he released something else instead of the
this is
quartering
thing
video.
Is he thinks that no big YouTuber is gonna pick this up. Like, they will. This is easy content.
Exactly. That's why it's trending right now. That's why Cobra Cast is doing it. Now think about what he just said. June the King makes documentaries about locales. And he said he was going to release Jeremy's, but he put it on a pause. So he's obviously adding to it. But he was making a documentary in the first place, which means he was already planning on releasing a hit piece on Jeremy anyway. This is just more content he's adding because it's trending right now. It is easy content, Ashton. You're right. That's why everybody gives a fuck right now. And in a week or two, if you don't have your channel reestablished, no one will care. It'll be on to the next thing.
It's not really a bold stance to be against deplatforming and flagging.
Exactly. So you've got all these people that you're like, oh, look, even they're against it. Look at these big channels. And then he goes, it's not really that bold of a stance. Of course it's not. That's why it looks like everybody's siding with you. They are, but not because it's you. Like, you're a cockroach, Ashton, a big fat cockroach. But I love this. I love that they just don't have the awareness. It's been a long time coming for this guy. Like I said, I don't understand how he gets off talking about anybody. Look at this guy. He looks like a 40-year-old woman.